I mean, there are very few people who really understand or even are thinking about this connection between AI and climate. So can you give us just a little, input about how you see AI and sustainability be connected, or more specifically, how AI can foster or enhance the climate agenda?
Sure. So if you look at the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, there's 17. And I've actually taken the time to use AI to kind of map out how AI can impact each one of those individual Sustainable Development Goals, starting with no poverty, zero hunger, and the rest. So there's the possibility to use AI for good, I would call it. And if you think about AI, some people say you can define it as chips, data, energy, an operating system, and some algorithms, or it's software and algorithms designed to simulate human intelligence. But what I think is most important is you can use it for any kind of problem to determine pattern recognitions, optimization, monitoring, measurement, tracking, and also decision making. And you can do it across large data sets, and you can do it very quickly and very cheaply. So it'll be great to implement AI in that regard. One thing I would mention is there was a gentleman, very well-known one, who said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." And that gentleman started his career in the post office as a clerk in Switzerland, and gained fame as he's currently known as Albert Einstein. So I think we really need to think a little bit more about how we're thinking about these problems. And so if you allow me to digress for a moment, if you think back in the late 1800s, when the Industrial Revolution started, many of the economists said, okay, we look at this economic growth or this system as land, labor, and capital. They all cost something. They allow us to achieve value, which we can monetize as revenues. And there's some subsequent expenses out there. And at the time, they acknowledged, in addition to land, labor, and capital, there are externalities to this three-pronged model. And that is pollution of the land, water, and the air. But at the time, the industrial status of the globe was so small, it wasn't really something we paid attention to. Now, over time, it's going to be such a big situation. And the question kind of becomes, in a very rude, crude approach, is who's going to pay for it all? And using the same kind of thinking may not get us there. So the hope is, in addition to attacking each of these SDGs, we can think a little bit broader about what kind of system do we need going forward to attack this issue. And then, in addition, I won't go into it right now, but just table for the moment. It's key to get the right implementation.